Adenuga. Um, I'm I'm the host for Action for Teens and Moms Health, and I'm a public health physician. Today, I'm going to talk about how to improve your listening skills. And I help moms and teens to essentially help them turn their actions into healthy ones. I help teens and moms to be able to remove the overwhelm of adolescents and help them to lead and communicate with excellence. So today, as I said, I was going to talk about how to improve your listening skills because the last time I spoke about mental health and how to help people that have emotional pain, I did talk about listening because it's an essential part um, of helping those with emotional pain. So today, I'll come up with a quote from Ernest Hemingway, which says, "When people talk, listen completely." Many a times we don't all listen completely, and we listen to respond or to with our own preconceived judgments. And I'll give you an example. Um, some time ago, I just read a book on communication and I went on to ask my children, we're in the kitchen, and I asked them, okay, how would you rate my listening skills? And my daughter said, no, I would say 7.5. And my son said, Mom, you listen when you want to listen. Sometimes to listen, you can hear us, but you are not listening to understand. Many a times you listen to respond, and we don't feel as if you are hearing what you're saying. And if I felt bruised, I was like, what? Okay, tell me more. And we started talking, and I learned that many a times it happens to many of us parents as well, and it speaks to us, whereby already we know where they're going to, we know what they're going to say. So once they start talking, we're like, in our minds, don't even go there. And we start, postulating what our response is to them. This does not make them feel heard. This just shows that, oh, mom is just listening, dad is just listening. They know what they're going to say already. And so today we're going to talk about how to improve your listening skills so that when your child is in pain, when your teenager is in pain, you can respond, they feel heard, and they feel understood. So there are benefits of listening and listening actively. One, one of the first things, it helps you to connect with your teen. It helps you to connect so that they feel heard. They say, yes, mom gets me. The second one is it helps them to be able to talk to you freely, knowing that you would actually listen, not to respond, but to connect with them properly. Other benefits of listening is it also helps them feel appreciated. It helps them feel valued. It helps them know that, yes, I'm worthy to be listened to. And it makes you get that kind of parental trust that they want from you because they know you would listen. So now that we've learned about the benefits of listening, we'll talk about how to improve your listening skills. The first thing is let them know that you are listening. Let them know that they matter. Now, let it look as if that Netflix movie that you're going to watch or that game you're watching. You have to have an eye contact with them. Lean forward, listen to them, and even ask questions. That way, they feel heard. Many times when I'm talking with my children, I'll just make them feel as if they're the only ones in the whole world, and just look at them, listen, nod, respond, say, wow, really? And when they see that facial expression, they want to talk more. You say, oh, tell me more. So let it look as if they matter to you. Sometimes when I have two or three of my kids talking at the same time, I'll caution the other and say, wait for your turn. This person is speaking. When it comes to your turn, I would listen. And they take a pause and I'm able to hear that person out. And when we are just alone, I just make sure that I focus on what that person is saying at that time. The second thing you have to do is listen and listen completely, not to respond. When you do that, it shows them that you are engaged. Many a times, my son will just come to me, mom, and just talk and say, oh, mom, what do you think? And I'll say, okay, give me a moment to think about that. And I would respond when I've had a moment to think. Or they just want me to just listen and not say anything. Oh, wow, really? Oh, that's hard. Or that is interesting. Depending on what they're talking about. So Many of the time, they just want to be heard. They want to talk about their day. If it says, oh, this thing happened to me and it's so hard, the day was so difficult, I'm like, really? Oh, tell me more. And it just wants them to listen. And I'll say, okay, so what did you do about that? How did you help that situation? And he'll talk. So these are the things you could do. And then, so listen attentively, um, listen not to judge or to respond, and then listen to get clarity from them. And that is by responding with follow-up questions to get clarity. Oh, so what do you mean by this? Oh, can you tell me more? Okay, so what happened next? So how did you solve it? So these are the ways in which you could help them to talk more and also show empathy. It doesn't mean that when you listen completely, it doesn't mean that you are agreeing with everything they are saying, but it just shows that you feel what how they are feeling, you understand how they are feeling, but it doesn't mean that you necessarily agree with everything. So these are the ways you could readily improve your listening skills, and they're called active listening skills. So what are you going to do today to be able to listen and listen well to your child? What are you going to do today to build that connection that you need with your child? So follow-up action. The next time you have a conversation with your child, implement the listening skills I mentioned. Number one, make sure to let them feel they matter, listen completely, and listen to clarify things, to gain understanding and not just to respond. And I'll say a quote from the book of James that says that be quick to listen and very slow to speak. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me today. I wish you all the best. Again, my name is Dr. Yoadenuga. If you did enjoy this, please subscribe, put down your comments, and then share. Thank you. Bye. Cheers.